Hi, I'm Lorraine and welcome to my channel. Now, just before I dive in there and pull your cards for today, Pisces, I'd just like to say I am an experienced and professional holistic spiritual counselor as well as mentor, and I offer 100% money back guarantee for image readings, tarot readings, also the programs, as well as spiritual and holistic counseling and mentorship, plus advice to help you with union with self and union with your person. Just check the details in the description box below this video. So let's dive in there and let's see what messages the cards have for you. What do you need to know, Pisces? Pisces. Okay. Okay, so you have the Magician, and you were also coming in with the High Priestess here in your reading. Okay, so straight off the bat with these two cards, you have a social media platform here, and you do some kind of divination, is what I'm getting. That's the content. That's your content here. Now, what it also talks about here in your reading is that your person watches you. They do. And it's become a problem. Well, here in your reading is what I'm getting. See, they're learning more about you here and more about your craft. I get you already know what I'm saying when it comes to your person. I think you get intuitive nudges here that your person is watching. But what it's also talking about here is your person is learning. They're definitely learning from you here, Pisces. Let me keep going. See, what I also get here is that for your person, what they like that feeling that they get when they watch you. I do call it a love frequency here, some kind of vibration. Your person is hooked on that. It could even be, see, it's become a pattern and a habit for your person here in your reading. That's what I'm getting here. And it's getting a lot stronger for your person, where they would watch it almost daily here. And so there is, with these intuitive nudges, it's like pushing your person to come out of a comfort zone, and that comfort zone could be just watching. It's coming in as taking some kind of action. See, they see you as quite brave for what you're doing here by putting yourself out there and doing what you're doing here. But I want to pull some more cards here in your reading, because those two cards speak for themselves here. Yeah, some kind of vibration your person is picking up. That's what I'm getting. It's like in the past they felt that frequency, they felt that vibration. Now they know where it comes from. Now they know that it comes from you. All right, let's go. Okay, Nine of Wands. Yeah, the Nine of Wands, the Five of Wands, and you're coming in with judgment here. Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about here in your reading. I actually get here in your reading is that, yeah, they are getting that wake-up call here, those intuitive nudges here, and it is pushing them out of a comfort zone here in your reading. But what it talks about there in your reading is that your person is fighting themselves here. They're fighting with themselves here, Pisces. So obviously here in your reading is that I get here is your person doesn't realize just how deep these feelings are. Just how much they are actually quite into you here. And I think it's more than just into you here. I get here this person has some really deep feelings for you. Because with these wands coming on the board, what it talks about here is that they have to use every ounce of strength to stop these urges is what I'm getting. And even to watch you on your social media, they have to stop themselves watching you here. However they do that, and it can also come in as your person has to kind of think negative so that they don't watch it here. But that gets the better of them because they do end up watching it here in your reading. I'm not too sure if this is a way in which your person keeps tabs on you. Because I get here in your reading, this isn't enough for them to come out of their comfort zone. It isn't enough yet. There is still more that you may need to do here, Pisces, to get this person to come out of their comfort zone. So book an image reading with me. See, what it also talks about here in your reading is that when it gets too much for your person, they probably eat a hell of a lot of chocolate. They do something here that stops them from thinking about you, stops them from wanting to come towards you here in your reading. Even if it's only for a moment, they'll still do it. So they're fighting it is what it talks about. They stop themselves from feeling here. They fight how they feel about you. And this Nine of Wands, what it talks about there, like I said, it takes every ounce of strength. This is not just physical strength. This is inner strength. This is mental strength here as well, here in your reading, to convince themselves otherwise. I do get in the past it was quite easy for them to hold back. It was easy. There would have been people in your person's environment that gave your person that okay, yeah, you shouldn't go towards that person. Here, you take what applies. But now, that is not the case when it comes to your person. And even for yourself here, Pisces, like I said, for yourself, you know that they're watching you, but they still haven't done anything about it. So how can I change that? The Judgment card. So how can I change that? Two of Pentacles. There you have it. 1 minute. Two of Pentacles. Six of Swords, and you are coming in with the Eight of Pentacles here. So let me come in with you first, okay? Pisces, see, potentially here in your reading, you're going to listen to other people. You could very well listen to other people. You could very well go back to listening to other people here. Because what it tells me here in your reading, you know what you need to do. You know that this social media platform here, it's really important here for you. But it's also saying here in your reading, there is something else you know you need to do. That's what I'm also picking up. Oh, excuse me. But you may ask for advice or seek advice outside of yourself here. And it really comes down to who you're going to listen to, because what I get there is that you may go back to listening to people from your past, and they may change your direction. See, what I also pick up here in terms of yourself, here in your reading, is choosing yourself, focusing on you here. Not so much on your person is what I'm getting. See, I also get here that there is still bits of your past that you're holding on to, that things have to be a certain way, it's got to be done a certain way here, Pisces, okay? But that certain way could very well be an outdated belief system here. You are coming in with the Ten of Pentacles, and so what the Ten of Pentacles is talking about here in your reading is it's about being solid, it's about being seen here. I mean, in the eyeballs, your eyeballs, eyeball to eyeball with your person, as opposed to them watching you on your social media. Something like that's coming in here. Now for your person, what it talks about there with the Six of Swords, potentially here in your reading, I get they're already there. They're still involved. They're still in, they're still in the past cycle. They're still dealing with that here, which is why you're coming in with all these wands here in your reading. Because what I get here, Pisces, is that you are different. You are so different to what this person, your person, is used to, and you're so different to those that are around them here. Your whole philosophy on life here, how you live your life, is totally different to this person. See, I get here in your reading, Pisces, is that your person may have gone back to a comfort zone here. It's just how your cards came in. But what it talks about there in your reading, it's about dealing with that comfort zone here. It's figuring it all out is what I'm getting. It's coming in as they needed to figure out what they truly wanted. See, it tells me here in your reading is that your person walked away from one situation and they went back to another situation is what it's saying. But both situations aren't making your person happy, or even the person that they're with in that environment here, guys, they're not happy either. So you are coming in with changes. There are still changes that need to happen when you're coming in with the Eight of Pentacles. Book an image reading with me, like I said, and we can talk about the Eight of Pentacles here. And the Two of Pentacles is what it talks about. Because what I get here in your reading with the Two of Pentacles is potentially here you have to be in front of people's eyeballs. It's coming in that way. Alright, let's go. Alright, so you have the Knights of Pentacles coming in here. you're keen on this person. What I get here, Pisces, and let me just back it up a little bit here in your reading, is that you're actually watching. You're the one that's watching the High Priestess, the Magician. There's something else I'm picking up here. And you definitely want to go towards this person. You definitely want to make shoot your shot with this person is what I'm getting. But there's a fear element here. Because what I get here in your reading is that there is somebody else. There is somebody else that is... You know of someone here. You know that there is someone who is also keen on the High Priestess. The Magician. This person that has a social media platform here in your reading. I just wanted to check those out here. You know, there's fear here to be different. There's fear here to build, here to reprogram, here in your reading to be seen by this High Priestess. Because I actually get here in your reading with the High Priestess is that they just don't work on a social media platform. This person is actually out there being seen by people is what I'm getting. There is more than one way in which this High Priestess does what they do. In terms of divination, here in your reading, just the way in which your cards are coming in. Here, of course, I could say the High Priestess is quite slow moving here, but it's actually coming in as yourself here, Pisces. And you were quite keen on this person. See, I get with the Two of Pentacles here in your reading, it's coming in as, shall I make my move? No, I can't make my move. Or shall I let this person know that I'm interested? No, I can't let this person know. So here in your reading, so you never make the decision. So you go back to getting those intuitive nudges is what it talks about here. See, what I get here in your reading, the obstacle and the challenge here is that this High Priestess is damn attractive. In real life, what are we talking about here? That's how it's coming in with the Wands card, your wands. And I was picking up those wands here in your reading. So you are coming in as taking some kind of action here. But it's coming in as, well, you want to do it a certain way, but that's not how it's going to work with this person, is what I'm getting, Pisces. Yeah. Yeah, the same thing applies. So it takes every ounce of strength not to make a move towards this person. When you see this person, because I get here, Pisces, is that you actually see this person. It takes every ounce of strength to make a move, and it takes every ounce of strength to hold back. So, yeah, it's like, shall I make my move? No, I can't make my move. Here, shall I let this person know? No, I don't want them to know. But what it also talks about here in your reading is that there is competition for this person. There is somebody else. But I get here in your reading is that you know who the other person is. That also has their eye on the High Priestess, the Magician, here in your reading. There it is. There it is, the Seven of Cups. Yeah. Oh my gosh. This person has choices here, guys. Pisces. That's what it's talking about. I just wanted to be sure here. Potentially this person is going to have choices, but regardless here of those choices, Pisces, what it's talking about here in your reading is that, yeah, of course, you're holding back from going towards this person, talking to this person here in your reading, but ask yourself, what is it that you fear? What is it that you're afraid of here? And you've probably come in with love. I'm afraid of love here. Then go deep here in your reading and figure out, what is it about love that you're afraid of? Alright, I am going to leave it there, Pisces. Thank you so much for your reading. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you later. Bye.